Hi there, it's not just a gym, it's the Finchley Boxing Club where, of course, AJ first started and still trains here. We've just done Anna Woolhouse, a big sort of exclusive interview with Anthony, which will be coming out in the weeks to come. The first big interview, really, about sort of what went wrong, what happens next. Firstly, here, how are you feeling? Are you excited about the second part of the year? Have you recovered from what happened, mentally and physically ready to go again?
It's good to be back on Sky Sport. It's been a while. We was in the States last time, so it's good to be home. Back in my first home, my first love, Finch ABC. I feel good. It's a little blip, a mistake I made, and I would say that Ruiz wasn't ready to be taken out. I'm just going to add to what we already have, correct my wrongs, and look forward to the rematch because I feel it's a fight I can win.
You say add to what you've already got, so no massive changes. Rob McCracken stays. What will you do? Who would you bring in?
Rob McCracken is more to me than just a trainer. Rob McCracken is like a man who's helped me as a person, and I feel like he's really going to take me on to be a better person in life. And as a trainer, he's taken me from a novice to the Olympics to world champion. And I feel like there's options. One, keep it as it is. Two, add to what we already have. Or three, get rid of Rob and completely change. And I think number three, silly. Number two, we're already doing it now. Number one, we're already doing it now. Number two, to add to what we have, I feel like it can only make us a better and stronger team.
Yeah, so loyalty, it's staying with Rob, who's been with you for so long. Which other names, who are you thinking about bringing in as a support to Rob, or as he told you who he may want?
Yeah, Rob tells me what he wants as well. I tell Rob what I want. We're still open. You know, I've got to reach out to George Foreman still. You know, he's made it vocal that he wants to help, and all help right now is needed. I need to be around as much boxing people as possible because right now I need to soak in the experience and knowledge, got to watch the documentaries and just soak in the boxing environment again and get that passion back and realise that I'm not interested in this fighter, that fighter. The only fighter I'm interested in right now is Ruiz and beating him good so I can get those belts back. And
it is getting the passion back. You say it's a blip, but was it more than that you were really unhappy with your performance so that you need to rejuvenate your whole self in boxing terms?
Yeah, man, 100%. Like, the only guys I should be fighting are the best in the world. And if I want to win every battle, I shouldn't step in the ring. It was a tough battle. I got beat that night, but I feel I'm good enough and I feel I can correct my wrongs. I've done it before in the past. I've come from a tough background and I've built myself to now. Ruiz beating me isn't near as anything as difficult to what I've been through. So I know it's a challenge I can overcome and I know it's one I can win, and I can't wait for that rematch.
Did you question how good you are, how 100%. Good you... Did you?
Yeah, after I lost, I said, man, am I good enough? But then I asked myself, if I lack in skill, I'm going to build up my fitness. If I lack in fit, I'm going to build up my skill. So where I am not so good in, I'm going to add in different aspects. And that way I can become a full 360 fighter. Because at the minute, you know, I can just run through fighters, boom, hooks or right hands, and they go down. But the question is, when they start throwing back, defend, counter, slipping shots, and I'm going to start adding different aspects. This is my chance to add everything I wanted to add years back.
Now, where's it going to be? When's it going to be? We're talking about venues, and it looks like, you know, either the UK or somewhere maybe iconic, somewhere maybe different, somewhere neutral possibly. I know Ruiz doesn't really want to come to Britain. I think America's been ruled out. What can you tell us?
Ruiz, you know, I see he's been doing a lot of talking about what he wants, but he don't call the shots in that sense. You know, it's a team effort, but it's fine. I don't mind fighting in America. I've done it before, and I'd love to fight here because I had no reason to go there in the first place. I went there off my own back. So for the rematch now, I would love it to be in Cardiff. However, it's going to be on neutral grounds. Ruiz is the champ, so he will kind of make some calls as well in that situation. But I'm going to, you know, battle for it to be in the UK because it's my stomping ground. I've done one out there, so let's do the rematch here. And I think it'll be amazing before the year's out, and I'll definitely be having a lovely New Year's with my family.
Do you think having it in the UK gives you a slight psychological advantage, dragging him to wet Cardiff and, you know, having the 80,000? Do you think that's what gives you the best chance of winning this fight? Because you have to win it, don't you?
You have to win it. You've got two ends of it. There's one, I'd fight in Tijuana and Ruiz's uncle could be the referee and I still whip him. Do you know what I mean? It don't matter to me where it is. There's the aspect. But then there's the other aspect of the British fans that have been riding with me from day one want to see me get them belts back. And I'll never forget in the Olympics when I walked out, I tried to block out the energy in that room. And it was the worst thing because I'm fighting a battle that I couldn't win. So walking out in Cardiff in front of 70, 80, 90,000 people screaming and rooting for you to win, that type of energy that goes through your body is unstoppable. And I think that could give me that little bit of edge I need to win those belts.
When's a decision due?
You know what I've done, Adam? I've taken a step back from the business. So the decisions are due when the decisions are due, and I leave that to the decision makers. What I need to focus on now is my training. So I know there's a rematch. I know it's going to be this year. Wherever it is will be on neutral grounds. I want Ruiz to have a say. He's a champ. I want to fight here. He wants to fight elsewhere. We'll fight on neutral grounds, no problem. But what it is for me is that I'm just focusing solely on beating Ruiz. I'm not interested in when it has to be made. As I said, it can be in Tijuana. I don't mind where it is. It could be here in Finchley. I don't have a problem. I just want to focus on getting those belts back.
It was a rich clause. You wanted it. You didn't want to warm up somebody else. That, you believe, is the right decision to go back in, try and get all the treasure back and try and get on top of the world again straight away.
100%. And anyone who tells me different, they ain't cut from the same cloth as me. They ain't true warriors. Anyone who's like, oh, you should go and have a warm-up fight. Who's my warm-up fight going to be? Usyk, Ortiz, Dylan White. These are top-level boxers. And I've got the chance to fight for the heavyweight championship right in front of me. I don't fight, B-class heavyweights. I'm fighting the best in the world. So I'm going straight for them titles, and that's the guy I want, Ruiz. He's got what I want, the titles. So let's get it on.
Throughout your whole career, we've had so many terrific stories. Now, how important is this fight in your gut, in your mind? When you sleep at night, is this the most important now?
It's a fight I know I can win. And that's what makes it important, because I know I can win. What makes it even more important is how I prepare for this fight. And that's why when I looked at my options of what we need to do as a team is whether we keep it the same, add to what we have, or got rid of it. I feel like option 2 was the best because I'm only a product of what I'm taught in the gym. And I want to add to what I have. So when I go to fight Ruiz in the rematch, he's going to assume that that was the best Anthony Joshua in the ring. And I think that I fought the best Ruiz in the ring that night. But when I come for that rematch, he's going to be dealing with a completely different beast.
But he's beaten you once. He could beat you again.
That's the thing, and that's what makes the rematch so important.
Compelling, isn't it, this sport?
We love it. You know what? Me and Anna were talking earlier, and we're just saying, from winning the British title to the World Championships to unifying twice and stuff, it's just been so many defining moments. Even losing in MSG was a defining moment. And we're about to put it right before this year's out, and it's going to be a hell of a year.
Venue and a date coming soon, and it be back up to Sheffield, back with Rob McCracken, and business, but really important business this time.
100%. As I said, I want to be the fittest man in the ring, the most skillful, and the hungriest man in that ring. And I feel like with those 3 elements combined, I should walk out victorious.
Anthony, great to see you. Fantastic. Looking in great shape already, actually. Training camp, I'm sure, will start very soon. So a venue and a date will be confirmed, I guess, in the coming days. I think we're looking back end of the year, probably December. Don't miss the exclusive interview as well with Anna and AJ coming up in the next few weeks. It's one not to miss. Anthony Joshua is back.